Greetings, beautiful beings. Welcome back to my channel, Rising with Rachel. I am Rachel, and together we rise in talking about all things cosmic and consciousness. Today, I'm about to be so for real with you. You know the name of this game. I'm always here to keep it real with you. I'm here to help you remember the truth of who you are. And sometimes that means digesting pills that are hard to swallow. I'm here to share with you stuff that you already know in your soul, stuff that is nothing new to you, you just forgot about and now have to remember.
All I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Now, before we talk about the hard pill to swallow, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, join our conscious community so we can continue talking about all things cosmic and consciousness in order to help the collective rise in the remembrance of who they are, stepping into their own power, remembering their truth, so that we can set the world and its current systems on fire with authenticity, love, and truth in order to pave a new path for ourselves and the generations to follow. Babe, we've entered the... You know that it's time to create a new world. In fact, it's here. The new earth is here, and we are anchoring it in with these very mindsets that we are talking about today. So let's get into it. Here's the hard pill to swallow. Like I said, I like to keep it real with y'all, so I'm just going to come out and say it. The reason that you are going after people that do not want you is because there is a version of you that is not wanting yourself, that is not approving of yourself, that is running away from yourself, so much so that the universe has no choice but to show you externally through another person running away from you that you are doing the exact same thing internally. It's just you don't quite understand that. And that's what I'm here for, to help you remember, because you do already know this in your soul, within the molecules of your DNA. It's just your consciousness got a little caught up in the programmings, the belief systems, the being a human being and all the things that come with that you just forgot. But like I said, I'm here to help you remember. The reason that you are attracted to emotionally unavailable people is because you yourself to some degree are emotionally unavailable. The reason that you are attracted to people that keep running away from you is because you keep running away from yourself. And trust me, I know what that sounds like. It's a bunch of hocus pocus. I'm ready to be in a relationship. I'm ready to commit to someone. I'm ready to love and be loved. So baby, if that was the case, you wouldn't be in this situation wondering why a person doesn't want you back. You are always where you are supposed to be. Otherwise, you would be elsewhere. You are supposed to be right now sat in a situation where somebody is emotionally unavailable to you because the universe is trying to reflect back to you that this is something within you that you need to work on. And instead of taking a look within and asking ourselves what vibration could exist within me to have attracted this situation, we project onto other people and say, wow, I can't believe this person ghosted me. It is hurtful that this person is not responding. It is hurtful that this person played me on and never wanted to commit. We are so focused on the external that we are completely ignoring the internal. The farther you run towards someone else, the further away you run from yourself. Had you sat with yourself for a moment and looked introspectively, maybe you would have realized the reason that you followed this emotionally unavailable person was because it reminded you of a person that you loved during childhood. Maybe it reminds you of a parent that inconsistently showed up for you. So to you, that's your idea of love. Maybe you were navigating your parents getting divorced when you were younger, so to follow an emotionally unavailable person is reaffirming your belief that commitment is not something to be found. See, our brain is constantly looking out for our survival, right? So it wants to make sure that the chair I'm sitting on is real, the wall I'm looking at is just as valid, and that when someone tells me they love me, they mean it. Our brains are constantly looking to reaffirm things to create our reality, which includes our belief systems. And when you are attracting or chasing, probably both, emotionally unavailable people, your brain is reaffirming beliefs that you have deep within you. The only way that the universe knows how to communicate with you is through your external reality. People, every single experience in your life, they are just mirrors. Everything is trying to show you more about you, which is also why when people say it's not you, it's me, you should believe them. But we're not taught that everyone and everything around us is a mirror. We are taught to place blame and also find solutions externally. It's all about what's going on in here. When you find yourself attracting or going after emotionally unavailable people, it's because there is a part of you that doesn't think you are worthy, that doesn't think that you deserve commitment, that doesn't find value within yourself. And the way that the universe is showing you that is through another person. As humans, we create and find comfort in attachment. So when you attach to somebody, you are not thinking that anything they are doing has to do with a reflection of you. You are thinking that it is them. They are making the moves, calling the shots, all of those things. But perspective shift here. While yes, that person is living their own life, operating through their own consciousness, has their own sets of baggage, belief systems, programmings that do affect you, you also would not be able to see something in them or anyone anyone unless it existed within you. So instead of placing blame on an emotionally unavailable person, what if we asked ourselves, what vibration within me exists? Where am I denying myself? Where am I running away from myself? Where am I self-sabotaging my true belief system, which is that I am worthy of commitment, I am worthy of love, I am worthy of somebody fighting for me, and replacing it with the fake belief systems that we have been taught, that we have been conditioned to believe through our life experiences, through the things that we have dealt with being human. We were taught and made to feel like we are not worthy of those things. What is it that we have experienced, that we have held on to, that has become a part of our frequency, that the universe needs to reflect back to us in order to work through it so that we can alchemize it and let it go? The universe doesn't have you sat here crying over somebody that doesn't want you for no reason, baby. It is not about other people. It is all about you. The universe has you sat here right now in this moment wondering why? Because it is waiting for you to snap out of it and realize that it is all about you. If you've ever been in a place in life where you feel truly backed into a corner, then you will know this feeling. And it's almost like when you have nothing else to think about, to believe in, to tap into, you end up looking within. You end up saying, you know what? I can't change a goddamn thing about this situation, so I have to change the way that I navigate it, the way that I respond to it, the way that I understand it. Through my own experiences and hearing people talk about theirs, what I've realized is that more times than not, we finally look in when there is nowhere else to go, when we throw in the towel and say, you know what, I don't know what the answer could be now. I've ran through every scenario, every situation, and I don't have any answers. And it shouldn't always have to be that way, but more times than not, it is. When you have run into the same brick wall over and over and over again, you have to say, you know what, maybe I need to change my path. Maybe I need to go left. Maybe I need to go right where there's no brick wall in sight. Okay, Dr. Seuss. But for real, how many times do you have to be in the same situation until you realize that the external circumstances are not going to change unless you do? If your belief system at your core and the molecules of your DNA are that you don't feel worthy of the things that you desire, your brain is going to continue to spawn thoughts that create vibrations that exist within your home-based frequency, attract experiences and people of that same frequency to show you that it still exists within you. It's all for your highest good so that you can see it's still there and change it. The universe wants what's best for you. The universe wants what you desire. What you desire is seeking you, but you need to get out of your own way. You need to realize that the universe is constantly giving you keys, answers, insights, clues into figuring out how to get those things, match the frequency of those desires, but it takes the alchemization of what already exists within you that is limiting that opportunity, that is creating blockages on the road to get you there. The reason that you are dealing with people who will play you on and don't want you in the long run, who can't commit, who are playing games, who ghost you, who don't have proper communication with you, it's because there is a frequency within you that is vibrating at that vibration. It's your job now to figure out the who, what, where, when, and why so that you can stop attracting those people and those experiences. You need to figure out how to navigate your life through a full cup where you genuinely believe at your core in the molecular structure of your DNA that you are worth your desires. And this is hard. Shadow work is hard. It is not for the weak. It takes a strong mind, a strong spirit to be doing this work. But if you're listening to this video right now, you're already doing it. So give yourself the grace, okay? Because yes, you need to actively be taking steps to change yourself, but also just thinking different thoughts is the work. Work looks something as simple as the next time someone ghosts you for a plan, taking a step back and realizing what exists within me that is attracting that situation. Where have I not communicated properly with myself? Where have I not communicated properly with others? What exists within me that can be a reflection of this energy? And it doesn't have to be specific. It doesn't have to be that if somebody cheats on you, it's because you cheated in the past. You could be looking at that situation and saying, oh, this person cheated on me because there is something within me that brought the vibration of insecurity. What exists within me where I was able to walk right past all of those red flags that now looking back on the past, I definitely should have seen? Is it my need to feel wanted, to feel validated, to feel like the rebellious person wants to commit to me? Where am I coming from a place of lack where I didn't feel whole enough that I attracted this situation that is reinforcing my belief that I am not worth anything? And then go deeper. Where was it that I learned to not feel worthy? Was it because I watched my dad cheat on my mom? Was it because somebody bullied me in 7th grade? It's all about asking why and going down that wormhole. As humans, we build attachment to the people that we have experiences with and the experiences experience themselves. But the truth is, it's not about the specifics. We have to let go of the stories, the who, what, where, when, and why, because they don't matter. Everything that we go through is always about the bigger picture. Yes, those details do matter. They do make a difference in how you feel, but duality exists, babe. At the same time they matter, they also don't, because why are you stuck ruminating on why this person is abandoning you instead of trying to figure out what within you created that scenario so that you can never create it again? It's about shifting that perspective instead of focusing on the other people, the who, what, where, when, why, and focusing on yourself and saying, how can I be better? How can I make sure that I am vibrating at a frequency that is so pure, so loving, so knowing of my own self-worth that I could never attract a situation like this again, because I would see it from 1,000 miles away and say, you know what? No fucking thank you. Ciao. I moved on from that. I know better than that. I feel my self-value, and I actually know that the universe would never want me in a situation like that, because the universe, even if I don't know, the universe knows that I deserve better than that, and it wants to show me that. And every person that emotionally abandons me, quite literally handing me the opportunity on a silver platter, call back my power and reclaim all the pieces of myself that I lost by spreading myself too thin, by believing in the wrong people, by walking past the red flags, by giving people the benefit of the doubt that never deserved it. How can I turn all of that energy around and focus on me? How can I lift my own vibration so that the experiences that come into my reality match that frequency, that are showing me an abundance of new relationship opportunities with people that are emotionally available? It all starts with you. Like I said, the further you run towards someone else, the further you run away from yourself. Focus on the let them theory and focus on yourself. If you don't know what the let them theory is, let me tell you. It's basically this understanding and navigating of the world that people are going to do whatever it is they were going to do, regardless of how hard you try to stop it. For example, if you're insecure and worried that your partner is going to cheat on you and you are doing everything to make sure that they don't do that, chances are you are going to self-sabotage the relationship and push that person further away before they actually were ever going to cheat. If they were going to cheat on you, they were going to do it regardless of whatever it is that you were going to do to try to stop it. If they were going to cheat, they would go through hell and high waters to do it. You need to be okay with letting people do whatever it is that they are going to do and realizing that it has nothing to do with you. That while it has nothing to do with you, it also does. Let them theory in the sense that you let people do whatever it is they want, because you realize if that person was going to cheat, it has nothing to do with you. They were going to cheat anyway, but also realizing it does have to do with you, because what vibration within you attracted this situation? Was it your abandonment wound? Was it your insecurities? Was it your sense of self-lack? What is it that attracted the situation to you to teach you about yourself? Yes, you are also learning about other people through this experience, but it is all about you. At the same time, it's not. Living through the let them theory, you are practicing detachment, and that detachment from the stories, the who, what, where, when, why, is what allows you to look within yourself. When you say, you know what, it's really fucking hurt, I see it for what it is, this person sucks right now, but regardless of all of that, what does this have to do with me? How is this somehow mirroring back to me a piece of myself? Because I understand in my heart, at the same time, it is about them, it is mostly about me. And when you start to do this work, this shadow work, looking within your soul, asking the question why and going down the wormhole as to how did we get here? How did we curate this vibration in which this experience is finding itself a match to me, trying to show itself to me so that I can learn from it, transmute it, alchemize it, so that I never have to go through this lower vibrational experience again? That's when the magic happens. The more you start answering these questions, the more you start figuring out why, the more you start connecting it to things from your past and realizing what belief systems you have in place and rewiring your subconscious, changing those belief systems. That's when you're going to start to see the universe reflect back to you this new vibration that you are curating within yourself, which is one of authenticity and truth to your spirit. And I know how hard it is, because more times you will feel more ready than you actually are, but the universe will give you everything in divine timing. If something is not happening for you yet, it's because you still have more work to do. So even though you think you're ready, even though you feel ready to take the leap off the cliff, the reason you have not been provided the parachute or the cliff to jump off of is because the universe knows that you are not quite ready yet. Because who knows what would happen if that emotionally unavailable person committed to you? Then you're going to find yourself in a situation where you're made to feel even less valuable, probably going to be even more hurt. You're going to be more attached, which is going to bring more pain. The universe is protecting you by showing you where your own bullshit lies. And the universe doesn't want to bullshit you, so it's going to be for real, and it's going to be blunt. It's going to be hurtful, because it wants you to realize, to look introspectively and sit with the fact that this all has to do with you, that you have the keys to change all of this. Not only have you handcrafted the prison, you also handcrafted the key that will get you out of it. Just have to remember that and start believing in that, because no external person is going to give you that validation. That emotionally unavailable person. There's no magical thing that happens within your soul where you feel like a free bird flying now and let out of its cage because this person finally wants you back. There is going to be an onslaught of other things that come along with that person if things did move forward that are still going to be the universe showing you where you need to do more work. So why don't you just do the work now? Why don't you sit with what you are experiencing right now in life, and instead of wishing it were different, sit with it and say, what is it within me that is creating this? Because that's when you get the answers. That's when the universe says, wow, they see it. Now here's the answers and here's how to move forward. You want to start attracting emotionally available people. You yourself need to be emotionally available for you. You need to be able to have this trusting, unconditionally loving relationship with yourself where you understand your value. You know what you bring to the table. You believe in the power of your love and the power of your truth and authenticity. You need to literally rewire your brain and your subconscious programming and your belief systems and all the things that you know to be true about relationships. You need to dive deep within yourself and do that shadow work and curate the frequency that you vibrate at so that you can create experiences through this higher vibration. Again, your internal world creates your external. The universe is always going to reflect back to you what is within here. If what is in here isn't matching what you want, the universe is going to show you that because you will be uncomfortable with your experiences. You will be attracting those emotionally unavailable people wondering, why is this happening? Remember, it's never about other people. It's always about us. And when you start doing this shadow work and looking within yourself and really believing your worth, and the universe knows, okay? Yes, you have to fake it till you make it to some degree, but also when that flip finally switches, I always say, you can say I'm gonna do something 100 times, but on the 101st, you actually do it. When that happens, when the flip actually switches and you genuinely believe in the molecular structure of your DNA, your worth, your love, your truth, your authenticity, the universe will reflect it back to you. If that hasn't happened yet, it's not time, and you need to trust that. You also want to enter a relationship at 110%, giving your very best, coming from an overflowing cup. Because you deserve that, and also your future partner deserves that. The next relationship you have deserves to be a healthy one that helps you rewrite the script of everything that you've known about love. It shows you that unconditional love, forgiveness, acceptance, compassion, understanding, growth. And that kind of relationship can only exist when you know who you are, when you have stepped into your truth, when you have reclaimed your power and all the pieces of yourself that you lost trying to make something that didn't align for you work for you. Remember, rejection is redirection, and the universe is trying to redirect you back to you. This is all about you. You can only love another person as deep as you love yourself. You can only show up for other people as much as you show up for yourself. So you might think all of this is BS and that you are ready for a relationship and you've done the work, but you haven't, because if you did, you would be in that relationship. As much as the universe knows you might not be ready for it, you also might be the one to cause some issues for other people had you entered a relationship right now. You need to trust in the let them theory and also divine timing. You're exactly where you are supposed to be, otherwise you would be elsewhere. Even if you feel like you got it all together, take a good look at your life. Do you? Because then I think you would have what you want. So if you don't take it as an L. Don't take it as this big grand thing where I'll never be ready and what more work do I have to do and how much longer. Just do the work. It does not matter. If you put one foot in front of the other and you are taking care of yourself, if you are pouring into yourself and focusing on lifting your vibration every single day in whatever way that looks like to you, then it is inevitable. Your overall frequency changes, therefore making you a magnet to new experiences and new people. It's only a matter of time. The same day that you plant the seed is not the same day that the flower blossoms. We live in a third dimensional matrix. Things take time down here. Time is linear. You know, when you are in the fifth dimension plus, things happen instantaneously. I think orange and there is one right in front of me. I think poodle, there's one right in front of me. I think levitate off this chair and I'm already doing it. But here on Earth, where time moves slow and things are a bit denser, it takes time. But when you're focusing on the lack of the thing that you desire, you are creating more lack. You are creating more of that low vibrational energy that ties into the whole what came first, the chicken or the egg. Then you have the thoughts, why am I not worthy of a relationship? Creates feelings of I'm not worthy of a relationship. What about me sucks? Or whatever other stories you're telling yourself. Therefore, creating more of that low vibrational frequency that is attracting these emotionally unavailable people and these lower vibrational experiences. It's all the cycle spinning like a fan, and it's up to you to stick your finger in the middle of it and say, ooh, no more. We're not spinning that way. And it all starts with your mindset. It all starts with your belief system and the thoughts that you choose to follow. When you have feelings that come up of insecurity, of lack, that are reaffirming your belief system, that you're not worthy of good things or love or whatever it is, literally change the thought. Stop it dead in its tracks and say, hey, I hear you. I understand that you are trying to keep me comfortable. Our brain, right, clings on to comfort. And if all we know is these lower vibrational belief systems, that it wants to cling on to that, even though it's doing us a disservice. And once you realize that, you are able to catch your own thoughts and say, hey, there I go again down the wormhole, and stop it. There I say, oh no, I'm crawling out of this wormhole because I don't want to fall down it anymore. I'm ready to live a different life because this no longer aligns with the person I know I was born here to be. From there, it's all a snowball effect. You stop the negative thought, therefore stopping the creation of a negative feeling by replacing that thought with a new one, such as, hey, I know my brain right now is telling me, damn, why hasn't this person responded to me? I do something wrong. Reframing that, saying, no, I know nothing has happened. I know I've done nothing wrong. I know I am worthy of love and this person responding in a timely manner. Therefore, rewiring the thought, creating a new emotion that is one of love and acceptance for yourself. Because like I said, this is all about you. Therefore, contributing to creating a new vibration, a new frequency that exists within you, where you are calling to you, where you are attracting to you people and experiences that also see your value, that know you are worthy of a response in a timely time, let alone an answer at all. The universe can give you all the tools, but it's up to you to stop the cycle. The universe can give you the tool of somebody emotionally abandoning you in some way so that you can reclaim your power. It's just you have to understand that that's the way the universe is working. That's the way the universe is talking to you, that the universe is a mirror for everything internally. Instead of focusing on the attachment that you have to the who, what, where, when, why, releasing the story, looking at it as a mirror and saying, what is this teaching me about me? What is this showing me within myself? And doing that work, asking the why, following the feelings, creating new thoughts, new emotions, therefore a new cycle. The universe can hand you the pieces, but it's up to you to figure out how to use them. The universe quite literally is throwing random puzzle pieces at you and having you figure out, one, how to put it together, but two, what is even the image. So give yourself grace. It's hard. It's hard. You don't know what you don't know until you know it. That's why I'm here to share it with you, because this is all stuff that you do know in your soul, in the structure of your DNA. You just forgot. Because through our conditioning of being a human being, we are taught to look externally instead of internally. But if you're here watching this video, you know this. You know that it's time. You know that you have all of your own answers, your own power. You feel this loss of yourself, having spread yourself so thin, trying to make all of the things that are not for you work. You feel this dissonance, and that's why you're sitting here watching this video with a title like this. Just needed someone to remind you, which is why I'm here. All of that to say this, the key takeaways. 1, it's never about other people, it's always about you. 2, the further you run towards someone else, the further away you are running from yourself, and the longer it's gonna take to get your shit together and figure out your own answers. 3, the way the universe communicates with you is through the people and experiences that are in your life. So pay attention to what's going on in your life, what people are doing, saying, acting, and how you feel about it, because everything, your feelings, are an internal GPS to navigate your life, to retrieve the answers from the things that you are experiencing. And it's all a mirror trying to teach you about you. 4, practice your detachment and the let them theory. Let people do whatever shady shit they're gonna do, and understand it has nothing to do with you, because regardless of how you showed up, they were going to do that anyway, because it's who they are. But you are you, and you get to control how you react to things. The best way to react to anything is by going within you and figuring out your own shit. 5, you are always where you are supposed to be, otherwise you would be elsewhere. If you were above, have transmuted, alchemized the very vibration that is creating and attracting the situation that you are experiencing in life right now, you would not be there. You are where you are because there is something for you to learn. There is a gem for you to take to put in your little infinity gauntlet like Thanos, okay, to unlock the next level of your life. If that wasn't happening, you would already be in the next chapter. Something that exists within you that is creating this experience for you to learn from, for you to transmute, alchemize, and grow from, to help you get closer to the truth of who you are, which is this being of light and unconditional love who knows what they are worth and is connected to that love from the universe at all times. Someone who experiences the abundance that the universe has to offer them because they are a direct reflection of it internally. And so it is. Thank you so much for tuning in and allowing me to keep it real with you. You know how we do. We are here to grow, not get offended at things that are true. I might not always tell you or your ego what you want to hear, but I will tell you what you need to hear in order to make drastic changes into your life so that you can finally embody the person that you were born here to be. So thank you for letting me do that. So honored to exist in and share a space with you where we can do that authentically, honestly, and raw. At the end of the day, I believe and know that we are all walking each other home. So thank you for holding my hands. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.